So I'm going to mute everybody. Cool. And I've remembered to press record. Great. Okay, so just starting cross-legged, or however you can feel comfy. Relaxing your hands onto your Vinyasa, Vinyasa. Closing down your eyes. Taking all your attention to your breath. And noticing how your breath feels in your body today. Noticing anywhere that you feel any tension or tightness. Anywhere that feels really good today or really relaxed. And inviting ourselves to arrive here on your mat, in your body. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth. And then following that breath, as you breathe, feeling that you're breathing into your chest. And as you breathe out, send that breath all the way down, out through the root of your body, maybe connecting a little bit to that pelvic floor, so you can almost feel like you're sending energy down into the earth. Breathing in, feeling that lift in your chest. Allowing your eyes to stay nicely soft, either softly focused or closed. And just feeling that movement with your breath, so that light in your heart and that sensation of grounding down, rooting into the earth. Inviting that energy from the earth, that root energy, to wake up. Following your own natural breath, but just maybe having a little bit more of an exhale so you can feel that grounding down into the earth. Having 3 more breaths, stretching out your exhale so you can feel that connection down into the earth. Feeling as if that root of your body is trying to really connect with the earth underneath you. And as you breathe, noticing where you feel any natural inner strength today. Where you could use that inner strength to maybe transform any areas that you could do with going through. Maybe you can use your inner strength to transform any physical blocks, energetic blocks, mental blocks that might be happening. Noticing if you can see any of these perceived blocks. And seeing yourself breathe your way through them. Feeling that exhale connecting you to the earth, feeling that strength all the way down through your body as you root down to connect to the earth. And that inhale, rising up, feeling it lift up and come into your chest. Just having one more breath, feeling that connection as you breathe in and lift through your heart. And as you breathe out and connect down to the earth, feeling that strong sense of being stable, being earth, noticing where you have your own strength. Allowing it to move around your body. And we're going to start with 3 chants of Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Taking a breath to prepare. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. One on together. Allowing that mantra of transformation, that mantra of removing any perceived obstacles in your way to just resonate through your body. And your choice, you can keep your eyes closed for a moment or relax your hands onto your knees and open your eyes and slowly just moving forward. So starting to warm up your body in a little bit of a cat-cow motion, but staying seated. Using that same lift through your heart. So inhaling to lift through your heart, and as you breathe out, trying to root down and ground down towards the earth. Inviting a fluid movement. Finding your breath, maybe your Ujjayi breath. If you feel you can comfortably keep your eyes closed, keeping them closed so you can visualize that connection to the earth, that feeling of being really rooted and strong, and feeling that invitation to move fluidly from your strong base, feeling that inner strength that you naturally have, and allowing it to move fluidly through your body, helping you unblock any perceived obstacles. Maybe that's something physical in your spine today, maybe it's in your breath, maybe it's emotional, maybe it's mental. Okay, whenever you feel ready to come to a stop, gently come into a stop. And we're going to circle, so breathing out, going back. And inhaling, circling, coming forwards. Just going to do 3 to each side, so starting to move into your hips. Inviting that breath to feel that heat moving through your body. And then change the direction of your circle. Breathing into it, and using your own breath to guide you. And as you breathe out, feeling that connection to that perineum, to the root of your body, maybe to your pelvic floor, so you can feel a little bit of lower abdomen engage. Gently come into a place of stillness. Softening your gaze for a moment. Going to have a little bit of Kapalabhati breathing. It's just going to be one round, maybe for a minute, maybe 60 breaths. So your choice, either bringing your hands onto your belly, so feeling that we're cultivating this fire base, this center of strength, or resting your hands on your knees. So sharply breathing out through your nose, feeling that connection, and then relaxing your inhale. Here we go. Having your natural breath, come back. And inhaling, lifting through your chest. Bring your feet so they're a little bit into Buddha Konasana. Inhaling, getting nice and long. And breathing out, slowly rounding, going down. Just a little bit, inhaling, reaching back up, lifting through your chest. Exhaling, rounding. So not all the way, just a little bit. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling, 3 more. Inhaling, reaching your heart up. Exhaling. Inhaling, coming up. Exhaling. Inhaling, reaching up, staying here for a moment, hold your feet and just butterfly your knees for a moment, inviting your hips to open for 3, 2, so one more breath. Inhaling and reaching your arms up. Exhaling, coming back into a sort of modified boat pose, so with your feet together, knees out. So lifting through your chest. Just take it nice and easy. As you breathe out, lowering your back down. Inhaling, reach your arms up, your legs up. Arms over your head. And then exhaling, coming back up to that modified boat. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, lowering down. Legs up, arms up. Inhaling, arms over your head. Exhaling, rocking up to that Vinyasa boat. Awesome. Inhaling, arms up, knees bent. Exhaling, lowering down, legs up, arms overhead. Exhaling, rocking back up. Awesome. Inhaling, arms up. Exhaling, lowering down, legs up, arms over. Exhaling, rocking back up. Awesome guys, last one. Inhaling, exhaling, lowering down. Inhaling, breathing out, rocking back up. Awesome. Taking a moment to stay in here, reaching your arms forwards, interlocking your fingers, big toes together, lifting through your chest and just holding it there for a moment. Feeling this nice effort burning in your stomach, feeling that connection to the earth. 3, 2, oh nice guys. So your knees are out if you can, knees are out so you're making a diamond shape. And releasing, cross your ankles, press your hands down, step it back into downward dog. Moving your heels up and down. Finding that smooth ujjayi breath. And inviting this breath to help you move fluidly. We're going to move from downward dog into a plank, so rounding as if you were a wave, rounding your back, coming forwards to plank. And then taking it back into downward dog. Moving from plank to downward dog, inhaling, coming forwards. Exhaling, moving back. Inhaling, coming forwards. Exhaling, going back. And then we're going to take it all the way to upward dog. Inhaling, flowing forwards. Plank, lower your hips, lift your heart. Exhaling, using your belly to lift up, back, downward dog. Inhaling, rounding your back, coming up and forwards, dropping your hips into upward dog, lifting through your heart. Also use your belly, lifting back up, downward dog. One more, rising up, rounding your back, reaching forwards, dropping your hips, lifting through your heart. Exhaling, moving back. Relaxing your head, your neck for a moment. Pressing into the floor, feeling that connection to your foundation, the connection to the earth. Noticing anything that feels at all blocked and where you'd like to invite that breath, invite a little bit of heat, a little bit of fire to just transform and move through anywhere that feels might be a little bit stuck today. Looking towards your hands. Just going to come high up onto your toes. And exhaling, dropping your knees down. So you're onto all fours, but maybe your knees are a little bit closer towards your hands. And we're going to press into the earth, having a breath in. As you breathe out, tops of your feet. Use your belly to lift up. And inhale, lower down. Exhaling, press your hands in, lifting your hips up. Inhaling, knees back down. Awesome, exhaling, press the floor away. Inhaling, knees down, looking forwards. Exhaling, using that belly, lifting up. One more, inhaling, knees down. Exhaling, pressing, lifting up. Inhaling, knees down. Tuck your toes under, lifting up into downward dog. Then spreading through your hands, finding that connection that you have to the earth. Increasing your sound of your ujjayi breath, so it's like your own soundtrack. Noticing how your back feels today. Do you need to move a little bit in this pose or stay static? And reaching your right leg up, three-legged dog, extending it up. Exhaling, knee to your chest. Okay, holding it here as if we're trying to cultivate that fire. So when we release it and let that fire spread around your body, it can help you move into anywhere that feels stuck, but holding that knee into your chest for 3, 2, 1 more breath. Inhaling, three-legged dog, take it up and back. Kind of come into falling triangle, exhaling, knee in towards your chest and sweep it under and across your body so you're on the outside edge of that right foot. Palm your weight on your right hand, extend your left arm up. 2. 1 more breath. Exhaling, both hands down. Inhaling, three-legged dog, reaching it up and back. Exhaling, knee in towards your chest. Inhaling, extend it up and back. This time, right knee to right elbow, outside edge. Awesome, holding it here. Using that fire, use that fire in your belly. As you breathe out, draw your belly in. Almost like you're setting up to do a crow pose. 2, stay here, stay here. 1 more breath. Inhaling, up and back. Exhaling, right foot in between your hands. Rising up, crescent lunge, reaching your arms up. Keep breathing out. Bringing your hands down. So fist down, bend your knee, lower down. Inhaling, straighten up that leg, lifting up, maybe gazing up. Exhaling, bend your elbows. Bring your fists down, inhaling, straightening that leg, looking up. Exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Really feeling that connection to your core, to the earth. Last one, inhaling, exhaling. Preparing for a bit of a Karate Kid. Weight onto your right foot, lifting up with the left. Find your drishti, find your steady spot. Feeling that earth, feeling that breath and that energy that you're creating. And coming into eagle pose. Bringing that left leg across, left arm underneath. Get nice and steady. And then squeezing everything together. So really trying to bring your pose a little bit tighter today. So it's like we're squeezing all of these little lines of energy, keeping everything nice and tightly packed together. 3. So that when we release it, you get this nice sensation of feeling that free flowing movement. Okay, 1 more breath. And releasing back to Karate Kid, inhaling, straighten your arms up. Exhaling, step it back into a lunge. Awesome, guys, arms up. Moving out into Warrior 2, breathing out. Inhaling, reversing your warrior. Exhaling, both hands windmill down to frame that right foot. Stay steady, looking forwards. Exhaling, downward dog. Waving forwards, inhaling around your back, shift forwards into plank, lower your hips. Lift your heart, looking up. Exhaling, downward dog. Taking your left leg up, three-legged dog, extending it up. Exhaling, knee towards your chest. And holding it here, so bringing it as close in as you can. As if you're stoking a fire. So trying to stoke that belly fire. Focusing on your breath. Feeling your ujjayi breath. So you're feeling that warmth. Feeling that warmth from the energy that you're creating in your belly. One more breath. Three-legged dog, inhaling it up and back. Exhaling, preparing for falling triangle, knee underneath your body, and then sweep it out and across. Outside edge of that left foot, wave onto your left hand, right arm up. As you are here, feel as if you're opening out all those lines, creating these lovely long lines through your body, and allowing that breath to flow freely through all of those energy lines. As you breathe out, bringing your right hand down, left leg back up, three-legged dog. Exhaling, left knee to left elbow. So as if we were doing a crow pose on that side, same as the other side, and just holding it here. 3, 2, bringing it high up towards your shoulder, as high as you can. Inhaling, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhaling, left foot in between your hands. Crescent lunge, rising up. So feeling that connection that you have to the earth. Inhaling, straighten your leg, looking up. Exhaling, bend your elbows, create fists. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, coming down. Inhaling, rising up. Exhaling. Awesome, 2 more, inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Preparing to step onto that left foot, karate kid, right leg up. Taking a moment to get steady. Okay, find your drishti, find that connection to that lower abdomen. That nice Kapalabhati breath at the beginning where you can feel that effort. And then whenever you feel ready, right leg on top, right arm underneath. And squeezing everything. Awesome, squeezing everything down, breathing. So you're feeling those arms wrapped tightly, your legs wrapped tightly. Nice, guys. If the legs or arms don't work, just choose one of them to do. You could choose just the legs, just the arms. Last breath. Inhaling, releasing, extending that leg up. And step it back, crescent lunge. Windmilling your arms out to warrior 2, open out. Exhaling, reverse, leaning back. Inhaling, windmilling your arms all the way back and over, framing that left foot, and step it back, downward dog. This time shifting to plank. And lower down through chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Settling back into your breath, finding your firm foundation and your connection to the earth. Taking your right leg to the sky, reaching it up, three-legged dog. Exhaling, knee underneath your body into your chest and holding it here. For 3, 2, as if you're just trying to stoke up that fire a little bit. 1 more breath. And then planting your foot in between your hands, right foot in between your hands. Crescent lunge, rising up, arms up. Okay, moving into Karate Kid, inhaling, taking the weight onto that right foot, finding your steady base. As you breathe out, we're going to sweep that leg behind you, cross it sort of like a curtsy, and then inhaling, rising up, bringing that right leg up. So into Karate Kid, awesome. Exhaling, sweeping it behind you. Super, inhaling, rising up. Exhale, sweeping. As if you're cleaning out another corner, a corner in your hip maybe. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, sweeping it. Last one, inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, sweeping. Inhaling, rising up. Okay, step it back into Warrior Two. Opening out your arms. Just going to turn the other way. Taking a pause here, breathing in. As you breathe out, straighten your front leg, bend the back knee. Right hands, just feel into it. Inhaling, open out, Warrior Two. Exhaling, leaning back. So bring your arms over prayer hands, bend your back knee. Inhaling, moving up, Warrior Two. Exhaling, moving back and down. Maybe go a little bit lower, see how low you can go down. Nice guys, inhaling, coming up. Open out, Warrior Two. Two more, exhaling, taking yourself to as far down as you feel comfy. Inhaling, coming up. Last one, exhaling. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhale, windmill both hands down to the floor. Get nice and warm, lifting through your chest. Exhaling, plank. Chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog, looking up. Exhaling, downward dog. Left leg to the sky, reaching it up. Exhaling, knee to your chest. And using it as a little bit of fire soaking. So feeling yourself come forwards enough so that you're in a bit of a plank and you can feel the effort in your belly. 2. One more breath. Inhaling, up and back, three-legged dog. Exhaling, left foot in between your hands. Rising up, crescent lunge, reaching up. Okay, get steady, find your drishti spot. So we're cleaning out another corner. Whenever you feel ready, inhaling, coming up, Karate Kid. Not sure if I have enough room, but exhaling, coming across into that curtsy. For 5, 7, 1. Inhale, reaching up. Exhaling, reaching that right leg across. Inhaling, coming up. Super guys, exhaling. So make, oh super gorgeous guys. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, down and across. Inhaling, reaching up. Exhaling, down and across, last one. Inhaling, Karate Kid. Step it out, Warrior Two. Feeling your hips nice and open, your whole body open out. Taking a breath. For 5, breathing out. Straighten your front leg, bend the back knee. Just have a little test one first. Inhaling, coming up and out. Exhaling, going back and down. Inhaling, up and out. So feeling that freedom of energy flow as you move back to Warrior Two. Exhaling, taking it back and down. Inhaling, up and out. 2 more, just with your own breath. Inhaling, up and out. Last one. Inhaling. And then exhaling, both hands down to frame that foot. Step it back, plank. Lower down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Finding that firm foundation with your hands. Relaxing your head and your neck for a moment. As you breathe, focusing on your belly center. Feeling that connection you have to the earth. And just recalling that inner strength that you have. And noticing where you would like to send that inner strength around your body, your mind, your emotions, to help clear anything that you might think is blocking you at the moment. Taking your right leg up, three-legged dog, reaching it up. Exhaling, right knee to your right elbow. Or up onto your shoulder, so just bringing it up hard as you can, as if we're coming into like a half crow pose. So hovering that foot, if you can, rounding through your back. 3, finding that belly fire to help you here. 2, 1, inhaling, three-legged dog up and back. Exhaling, right foot to the outside edge, setting up for lizard. So bringing that right foot to the outside edge. Okay, squaring off your shoulders. I'm going to start keeping that back leg up for a moment, stay on your hands. Breathing, 3, 2. Awesome guys, last breath. And then your choice, you can come down to your forearms if you want to. If that feels a little bit too low today, stay on your hands or a block. Finding a place where we can just bounce a little bit. Okay, so with your back foot, we're going to shuffle backwards and forwards. 3, 2, 1. And then finding a lizard you can rest in. So maybe you drop your back knee down, maybe you're on your hands. And taking 5 breaths, okay, in your comfortable lizard, or it might be an uncomfortable lizard. Keep feeling that lovely support of the earth and how much of your body is close to the earth. Oh, nice. Last breath. Bringing yourself back onto your hands. And we're going to drop your shoulder down and work your right shoulder underneath your right knee. Okay, reaching that right shoulder underneath your right knee. As much as you can. Super, super, super. You guys working that shoulder underneath. So any phase of that lizard, you can stay in at all. So if you think, oh, I don't like where this is going, that's totally all right. You don't have to go there. You can stay in wherever your comfortable lizard is and enjoy just permeating in that place. Otherwise, taking your right shoulder under and finding a place where both elbows seem to be bent at similar heights. Finding that inner strength. Tuck your back toes under so your left leg is straight. And we're going to try and extend through your right leg. Feeling that strength on your inner core. Extending through your legs. 3, 2, 1. Only like 2 or 3 of you have done it, so don't worry if you're chilling out. And then just bringing it back. Just got one more phase that we're going to try, guys. So we're going to come underneath. Now if you wanted to get a block and take it behind you, you can put your foot on a block. So we're going to come under in the same way, but now instead of your elbow being out, it's going to be connected in towards your chest. So we're going to extend that right leg out and lifting your back leg up. If you have a block handy, you can take your foot onto that block behind you. Or we're doing any of the previous ones. Go on, Simon, I know you can do this. Breathing, finding your breath, guys, finding where you feel strong, where you feel grounded.
That's it, Di. Get your elbow right in towards your ribs. That's it, that's it. And releasing. Gently bringing yourself back, bringing both hands back. Tucking your back toes under, stepping your way back into downward dog. Having a breath here. And then coming down into child's pose, so knees, sit bones back towards your heels and draw everything into the center. Maybe your arms come by your sides, relaxing your head down and feeling as if you can draw everything in, coming back to that home space, coming back to that root energy and feeling this fire that you're creating in your practice with your breath. Drawing on that energy from the fire to transform anything that is in your way at the moment. And feeling this nice place of being rounded and small and all compacted. And then in a moment when we start to move, feeling that fluid motion of everything releasing in your body, allowing that breath and all of those energy lines to just be free and let go. Inhaling, all fours coming up. Exhaling, downward dog. Inhaling, shift to plank. Lower down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhaling, lifting through your heart, looking up. Exhaling, downward dog. Getting steady, feeling all of that foundation that's underneath you. And taking your left leg up, three-legged dog, reaching it up. Exhaling, knee towards your chest. And that same traveling forwards as if you're coming into plank. 2, 1. Inhaling, taking it up and back, three-legged dog. And exhaling, taking it to the outside edge. So as if we're doing a crow pose, but just a half crow pose, so that knee is balancing on your elbow or your shoulder. Rounding through your back. 2, so try and hollow out your back. Nice, last breath. Inhaling, three-legged dog up and back. Exhaling, setting up for lizard, taking that left foot to the outside edge. And then finding your place. So we're going to go for that slight lungy lizard, just to move around in your hips, so you can stay on your hands or come down onto your forearms. Finding that place where you feel, so we're going to move, so don't push yourself too much in this first bit, and then moving on those toes, so just shifting forwards and back. 5, 4, inviting this movement to allow breath, prana, strength to flow through your body. Inviting it to help you get rid of any perceived blocks. Last one. And then dropping your back knee down. Maybe you stay on your forearms or come onto your hands. And if it feels like it might work for you today, or maybe even if not, just trying to bring your left shoulder underneath your left knee. So you can play with that movement and keep wiggling. And then if you feel ready, having both hands planted, bringing both elbows to bend at the same height, tucking your back toes under so that you lift your back leg up, back knee up, and extending through your left leg. Nice, guys. And releasing, bringing that down, and then just going for one more. So if you're happy in lizard, you need to come into the position where it feels like you can just permeate here a little bit and drop into your hips, staying where you are. If you tried the other side for that flying version, then coming into bringing your left elbow back underneath and your right elbow is in towards your chest. As you lean forwards, lifting up your right leg and then taking your left leg up behind you, sorry, the other way around. Left leg up in front, right leg up behind you. 2. Oh, super, super. Breathing, focus on your breath, finding that strength and releasing. Awesome, guys, coming back onto your hands, step it back into downward dog and walking out your heels, move around in your hips. 3, 2, and last breath, deep breath in and returning home to child's pose, bringing your knees down, sit bones back towards your heels. Your comfortable child's pose, either arms by your sides, arms in front, or maybe prayer hands behind your head. Whichever version of child's pose you feel that you can send your sit bones closer towards your feet, your heels. So every time you breathe out, imagine that you have somebody, maybe me, adjusting you by pressing my hands onto your low back. And when you breathe out, you can feel a sensation of connecting to the earth, of rooting down, feeling that support and that strength from underneath you. 2. And releasing, inhaling. Release your hands, come on to all fours. Breathing out, pausing here. Breathing in. Tucking your toes, exhaling, downward dog. Letting your head, your neck relax for a moment. And we're going to move that energy around, having just a gentle flow, taking your right leg up, reaching up. Exhaling, right foot in between your hands. Rising up, crescent lunge, reaching up. Exhaling, Karate Kid. Pausing to breathe in, lifting through your chest. And then having that curtsy, reaching it behind, stretching into that hip. Inhaling, rising up, Karate Kid. Exhaling for eagle, right leg on top, right arm underneath, squeeze. Inhaling, releasing, Karate Kid, arms up. Exhaling, step it out and back into Warrior 2. Breath in, breath out, straighten your right leg, bend your left knee, coming down. Inhaling, rising up, Warrior 2. Exhaling, both hands to the floor, framing your foot. Inhaling, plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhaling, upward dog, looking up. Exhaling, downward dog. Left leg to the sky, breathing in. Exhaling, left foot in between your hands. Inhaling, rising up, crescent lunge. Exhaling, Karate Kid. Pausing to lift your heart high. Exhaling to curtsy. Inhaling, Karate Kid. Exhaling, eagle. Squeezing everything down. Inhaling, Karate Kid. Exhale, Warrior 2. Breathing in. Going back, straighten your left leg. Exhaling, coming up. Pausing to breathe in. Exhaling, we'll move both hands down. Inhaling, plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Allowing your head just to dangle here, your neck to be nice and relaxed. Connecting back to that belly, connecting to your belly fire. Looking at your feet, just taking your feet nice and wide on your mat, maybe all the way to the outside edges. Having a breath here, feeling long through your body. As you breathe out, we're going to walk your hands back towards your feet, and keep walking under. As we're here, bend your knees a little bit, and invite your head and your upper body underneath your legs. So it's like we're doing tortoise pose, but stood up. These are bending your knees, bringing your shoulders underneath. Awesome, guys. And just wriggle in as much underneath as you can. Maybe seeing if you can reach your hands behind your back. And releasing your hands down. And feeling that lovely openness of your body. Inhaling, walk your hands forwards to come back into that wide downward dog. Taking a breath here. As you breathe out, bring your feet back into their regular position. Inhaling, looking forwards, coming onto your toes. We're going to come through to sit. So you can either hop across shins, bring them through, or come into pigeon. Super, guys. Soles of your feet together. Bouncing those knees. Inviting your hips to be nice and open. Closing down your eyes. And finding that same breath that we started with. As you breathe out, connection to the roots, connection to the floor and the earth underneath you. And as you breathe in, feeling this free flow of energy moving all the way up. Through that center of fire into your heart. And with your eyes softly closed, imagine that your body is like a map with all of these different pathways. And as you breathe, you can send this free flow of energy and prana through all the pathways, reaching every single point in your body. So you can unblock any kinks of energy. You can feel it moving into your fingers, into your toes. And feeling if there is anything that you would like to use this mantra, that beginning mantra, to help you unblock anything that you think might be in your way physically, emotionally, mentally. Feeling this energy that you've created and sending it through that block. Opening your eyes, going to pick up your right foot and your right knee and extend out your left leg and just gently rocking that knee and ankle. Maybe if you feel like there's a little bit of blocking your hip, you can move it in a different direction, maybe circling it. 3, 2, nice. Oh, lovely, guys. Okay, we're going to hold on to that foot with your left hand, coming into elephant's trunk pose as we're working with Ganesh. So placing that right hand down, bringing your right knee up as far as you can go. If today you're working on bringing it here and you're in this space, that's totally cool, staying there. But having a little go at getting that knee behind your shoulder, and then as you reach forwards, plant both hands either side, lifting up, lifting that left leg up. 3, 2, nice, guys. 1, dropping down. Going to keep that leg hooked up for a moment, Bringing your left leg to cross, so your ankles are crossed. And we're going to straighten your legs so they're squeezing either side of your right arm. Great. So getting your upper arm, so your elbows through. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And then as you squeeze them, keep squeezing them in towards each other. Press into the floor with your hands and lifting your bum up and back. Use that fire in your belly that you've just created, use it to pick you up and go back. And then, awesome, go on, go on. Releasing, yes, Savannah, go on, press into both hands, lift your bum, look forwards. Yay. And coming down. So just taking a moment back in Vinyasa. Feeling that regrouping, recentering, closing down your eyes, feeling that effort in your belly. If it feels nice and you want to butterfly your knees, feel free to bounce your knees up and down, coming back to your intention to unlock any perceived blocks, and whether it's breath, energy, moving into your body, into your mind, into your emotions, just feel as if you're creating that breath, you're creating that energy to move through anything you want to. Come into a still place. If you've been bouncing your knees, opening your eyes, and then picking up that left knee and left ankle. So just moving into it, maybe going in circles, maybe backwards and forwards. Wherever you feel something doesn't feel maybe quite right, it's a little bit clunky, maybe move into it so you can free that movement up. Nice, guys. Awesome. And then extending your right leg out. Reaching on top of that left foot. And go into wherever it feels comfortable, okay? You don't have to go fully into this pose. You can work on maneuvering your shoulder under, and if it's further away from it, that's totally cool. Just keep bringing yourself closer. Having both hands flat, and then activating your right leg. So it's almost like you've got a shoulder pad, which is that left knee. Pressing your hands in, looking forwards, and lifting the right leg up. 2, 1. Awesome, lower down. And keeping that, so it's like your left arm is trapped underneath, and we're going to hook your right ankle on top. So in this pose, it's like we're squeezing that body part, putting a little bit of pressure on that line of energy, and then we're going to straighten your legs, squeeze that arm. So even if you just go into this pose, so you're squeezing, 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 if that feels okay, we're bending that left elbow, keeping your right elbow bent, sending your heart forwards, looking forwards. 3, 2, 1, and releasing. Coming back, coming into Buddha and bringing yourself back to that center. Closing down your eyes for a moment. You can, your choice, legs still or bouncing your knees. Following your own breath. As you breathe, coming back to that intention with your breath. So as you breathe, breathe out, connect down to the earth. As you breathe in, breathe through that fire center, allow it to move into your heart and lungs and travel all the way around your body. Keeping your legs in that Buddha position, opening your eyes, inhaling, reaching up, and breathing out Slowly rounding, coming down. Coming all the way down onto your back. You can go into a bridge variation in this position or plant your feet flat for a regular bridge. As you breathe in, inhaling, lifting through your hips, middle back, upper back. 3, 2, 1, and then slowly coming down, melting your way down. Either staying with that same version or taking your second one, bend your knees, feet flat, hands underneath your shoulders for upward bow to really stretch out the front of your body, or regular bridge, whichever feels like it's going to be working better for you today. If you're coming into upward bow, pressing your hands underneath your shoulders, lifting up. If you're coming into regular bridge position, keeping that heart lifted. Awesome, awesome guys. 2, lift your heart a little bit more. And then slowly melting down, melt your way down. Don't hug your knees, try and resist hugging your knees for a moment, but instead windscreen wipering them. So if you can, resist hugging your knees. Obviously, I must have missed out the word resist because everyone's hugging their knees. Just allowing your knees to drop either side. Moving into a windscreen wiper position with your knees. Inviting that freedom of movement. And finding a place of stillness where you stop with your knees together and your feet are towards the outer edges of your mat. Okay, finding stillness here and breathe. Connecting to your breath. Tapping into your body. And if you feel, if your body is communicating with you that it would like another pose, or maybe an inversion, if it would like legs up, or shoulders down, or headstand, if you genuinely feel that it is asking you for that, go for it. But if you feel that it's ready to relax and move into Shavasana, then stretch out into Shavasana. Keep trusting your body. And if today you would like to have a longer relaxation, then feel free to turn off your screen so that you can spend as long as you want to in relaxation. And whenever you feel ready to find your grounding position in Shavasana, allow your feet to drop out, palms to be facing up. And as you breathe, inviting that sensation of connecting to the earth underneath you. So maybe imagining that you have somebody giving you a light touch on your shoulders, so you can feel your shoulders rest and connect down into the earth. Feel your shoulder blades travel down your back, your heart open, and feel this position of Shavasana create all of these beautiful open lines. So all of that squeezing and effort and energy that you've been creating and moving around in the last hour can move into where it needs to work in this position. and offering your body a little sigh, taking a deep breath in through your nose. Exhaling through your mouth, maybe making a sound. One more, breathing in. Completely letting go. Noticing any feelings or sensations in your body. Take all your attention into your breath and invite yourself to be the witness and observer of your breath. starting to invite a little bit of more intentional breathing through your body, knowing that this is your practice and your time, and if it doesn't feel like the right time for you to move and you want to stay where you are, that is totally cool. You can stay where you are. But breathing a little bit deeper if you're going to move, and feeling the sensation of traveling that breath, that energy through your body, feeling it move into your fingers, into your toes, maybe wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes. If it feels right for you today, have a stretch, reach your arms over your head, stretch out. Stay here today for a moment, get really long if you're stretching. And if it feels right, hug your knees. Again, staying in touch with your body. Don't go for anything that doesn't feel that it's going to be nice and nurturing for you. And then choosing maybe to roll to the side, so you can gently bring yourself up. Taking as much time as you need on your side, you don't have to hurry. And if your eyes have become open, just closing down your eyes again and inviting that blessing from Ganesha, inviting that blessing and that power to transform any obstacles, move through anything that is in your way. Can I have 3 chants of Om Gam Ganapataye Namahe? Taking a breath in. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Having one Om, join us all together. Often a little bow inwardly to your own inner teacher, your own inner guru. And if you wanted to namaste to everyone, taking yourself off mute. But if not, I understand. Namaste.
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 Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Namaste. Thank you so much. It was gorgeous.
Oh, good. I thought it might be a bit rough actually today. You know what inspired me? There was like this, I've got this really lovely picture of an elephant, and this lady on an elephant, and I was like, oh, that'd be lovely for a class. And it's all like, it's all nice and peaceful and everything.
Yeah.
Yes.
And somehow that turned out like that.